So a quick video here to talk about finding roots using the quadratic formula. You remember roots are the x-intercept. You should also know that the quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now this should be burned into your memory. You should just know it. You should just be able to say it. So make sure that you've learnt that. Let's do an example and see what I'm talking about. Now I've got a function here, f of x equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 9. This is a quadratic, it's a parabolic function, so it's going to look something like this. Our y-intercept is given by the c value, so we know it's going to pass through negative 9 here. We don't know much else about it, but we can find the roots. So if you want to find the roots, let y equal 0, or probably more accurately in this scenario, let f of x equal 0, because it's a function, 3x squared plus 2x minus 9. Either one of these phrases will do, but I've talked about this again and again. You have to write let y equal 0 or let f of x equal 0, otherwise you're not doing the work. Okay, so we're going to let f of x equal 0, so 0 equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 9, and then we solve for x using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula again, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Put in my b, a, and c values. This is my a value, this is my b value, this is my c value. Important to note the a value is positive 3, the b value is positive 2, and the c value is negative 9. So, negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 9 all over 2 times 3. Now you can see wherever I replace something, I replace it with the number in brackets. I do that because if I type that into my calculator just like that, the answer is going to be correct. It stops me from making silly mistakes like squaring things and keeping them negative. If I square a negative number, it's going to end up with a positive number. Those brackets are going to stop me from making silly errors. So let's run through this. Negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4 times 3 times minus 9. That's going to give me a positive number, plus 108 all over 6. That's negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 112 all over 6. We can split it now into two different things. It's negative 2 plus the square root of 112 on 6, and it's negative 2 minus the square root of 112 on 6. Now, if I type those two calculations into my calculator, I'll have two answers. So the answer to this one, it looks like it's going to be 4.29. There's one answer, x equals 4.29. The answer to the other one, x equals negative 2.09. So, of course, what that means for us, if we go back to my silly little drawing here, there are two answers. X could be negative 2.09, the root, or the root could be 4.29. You can see this isn't drawn to scale, but it gives us our rough idea here. This is finding roots using the quadratic formula. Of course, you can check all this by graphing that function on your graphics calculator, checking the roots, checking the y-intercept.